Good afternoon, here we are. We're looking at the weekly cable chart. You can see where I've put the Fibonacci's on, and last week we hit exactly the 23.6 at 133.65. Our high was 133.62. You know, for me, it's enough. It's good enough. Now, what we're going to be doing, looking at, is where do we go from here? Well, you can see we're still in a bit of a downward spiral at the moment. Our weekly pivot point is 132.32, and our daily one is 132.93. So you can see that if we do open below these pivot points, especially the weekly one, you know, it's not going to look great for cable, I have to be honest. But you know, I'm not a pessimist like a lot, but I honestly don't think it's looking too brilliant at the moment. So let's take a look at the daily chart and see if we can see anything that's a little bit more, gives us a little bit more of a clue of what's going to happen at the beginning of the week. Just briefly before I do more short-term stuff, you can see where we got this 130.5 area from. It's from November last year, where the market basically double bottomed, and I've drawn across this line and we hit it. You know, we hit it at the end of June. We hit just 130.50. So you know, we've already done quite a bit on the downside. And if I scroll this out for you, you can see it a little bit better. Scroll this out for you, and you can see where we've hit that 33.5, 65, 62 area. Now, can we come back down and double bottom this year? We're talking about it making the base last year, you know, or not the base, because obviously it come up from a long way lower. But can we hit that 130 again? Yes, there's no reason why we can't, especially as we've gone up and we've stuck at that point there. You know, we took that down to there. That's what I've done. I've taken that high down to that low, and it gives you that first Fibonacci. Now, we have got the ROC turning higher. It's above the zero line. On Friday, you could see that it didn't really like it down there. And on Friday, our low was 131.02. It didn't really like it down there, and we closed up. You know, for the day. We obviously didn't close up for the week, but we closed up for the day. I think we sort of dissed around the no change. So if we can stay above this here, just here, so we're talking about 131.80 to 70. If we can stay above this point here, and we'll tie that in, or try to, and it's just at that 131.68 is the weekly, is the daily midpoint of the pivot point analysis. So there is a technical level as well as a chart point down there. Now that comes in, oh, where have I got that? Move that over there. You know, that becomes between the pivot and the first support area. Now support one is 131.03. Okay, so around that 131.70 to 131.03, I think is going to be quite a good area of support for this. You've got the stochastics on the weekly are pretty oversold levels. You've got these at neutral. This is the one that I'm interested in, this rate of change. Okay, this tells me a little bit about what we should be doing. Now, we can turn on the stochastics from neutral to turning higher, but obviously we've got to make the break. We've got to stay above that 131 131.70 area, 131.03. Okay, if we take out that 131, then we're going down to my line here at 130.5. That's the crucial bit. I promise you, that is the crucial bit. If we can't stay above there, it's nights to the cable, right? So anyway, we'll see what happens tonight. I'm not really bothered about Sunday night trading. I just like to get the noise out of the way and see what happens when Europe opens tomorrow morning. Good luck. I'll catch you tomorrow.